Welcome back to Love English Lab. I'm Charlotte, and today we have a really exciting lesson for you.
And I'm Alex. In this video, we're going to explore English for one of the most international experiences, taking a flight. Whether you're traveling for work, vacation, or visiting family, airplanes bring people together from all around the world.
That's right. And when you travel by plane, you'll definitely hear and need English. From the check-in counter to the boarding gate, from asking about your seat to ordering a drink, English is everywhere at the airport and on the airplane.
But don't worry. It doesn't have to be difficult. In fact, most of the sentences you need are short, clear, and easy to learn. With just a few useful phrases, you can travel with confidence, even if English is not your first language.
Exactly. And that's what we're going to do together today. We'll guide you step by step through a complete flight, teaching you the exact phrases you'll need in real situations.
Here's what we'll cover. First, we'll start at the check-in and boarding. You'll learn how to check in your bag, ask about the gate, and show your boarding pass.
Then we'll move on to finding your seat and putting your luggage in the overhead bin. We'll practice phrases like, "Excuse me, is this seat 12A?" Or "Could you help me lift my bag?"
After that, we'll focus on conversations during the flight. That means talking to the cabin crew and asking for drinks, food, blankets, or other things that make your trip more comfortable.
Then we'll look at how to ask for help if you have a problem. For example, if you don't feel well or if your screen isn't working, you'll learn polite and simple sentences to explain your situation.
And finally, we'll finish with the arrival and leaving the airplane. That includes asking about baggage claim, saying thank you to the crew, and even small conversations with other passengers when you're getting off.
The great part is that all of these phrases are short and repeatable. You don't need to study long grammar rules. You just need a few clear sentences that you can use again and again.
For example, if the flight attendant asks, "Would you like something to drink?" You can answer, "Yes, water please," or "No, thank you." Simple, polite, and natural.
Or if you need to change your seat, you can say, "Excuse me, is it possible to move to another seat?" These are the kinds of sentences that make your journey easier.
And remember, English on the airplane is international. Even if you're not flying to an English-speaking country, English is the language most people use to communicate when traveling.
So, here's our challenge for you. As we go through each part of the lesson, repeat the phrases out loud. Imagine you're at the airport or inside the airplane. Say the words with confidence, as if you're really there.
The more you practice like this, the more natural it will feel during your real trip. And when the moment comes, the words will already be ready for you to use.
So, are you ready to check in, board the plane, find your seat, and fly with us in English?
Let's take off together and start learning English for your next flight.
So, Alex, let's begin our journey at the airport. The very first step before you fly is checking in.
Yes, and that's where many travelers already feel nervous. But the good news is the phrases are short and very useful. Let's start with the most important one. "I'd like to check in, please."
Exactly. That's the sentence you use when you go to the check-in counter. The agent will usually ask for your passport and your ticket, so you can say, "Here's my passport," or "Here's my ticket."
Let's do a quick example.
"Hello, I'd like to check in, please."
Of course. "May I see your passport?"
"Yes, here it is."
Perfect. That's really all you need to begin.
Another common situation is asking about luggage. You might want to know if your bag is okay. You can say, "Do I need to check this bag?" Or "Can I take this as carry-on?"
Right, and sometimes you want to ask about the weight. Is there a weight limit? Or, is this too heavy?
Let's role-play that. "Excuse me, is there a weight limit for checked bags?"
Yes, 23 kilos maximum.
Thank you.
That's short, clear, and easy to remember.
Now, once you're checked in, the agent usually gives you your boarding pass. They might say, "Here's your boarding pass. Your gate is B12.
And if you're not sure, you can ask, "Which gate is my flight?" Or, "What time is boarding?"
Let's try an example. Excuse me, which gate is my flight?
Gate C7. Boarding starts at 2:15.
Perfect, thank you.
Simple, right?
Another important step is security. The officers may ask, "Do you have any liquids or electronics?" You can answer, "Yes, here they are," or "No, I don't."
And sometimes you just need to say, "Do I need to take my laptop out?" That's a very common question.
Yes, let's practice. Excuse me, do I need to take my laptop out?
Yes, please take it out of your bag.
Okay, thank you.
Great. So now you've passed security. The next step is waiting at the gate until boarding begins.
At the gate, the staff often make announcements. They might say, "Flight 245 to New York is now boarding."
And you may want to confirm if you're in the right place. You can ask, "Is this the boarding gate for Flight 245?
Let's try that. Excuse me, is this the boarding gate for Flight 245?
Yes, you're in the right place.
Thank you very much.
Another good question is, when will boarding start? That way, you know how much time you have.
Exactly. You might also need to ask about groups or zones. For example, which group is boarding now?
Let's do a short dialogue. Excuse me, which group is boarding now?
Group 2.
Perfect, thank you.
And when it's your turn, the gate agent will usually ask, "May I see your boarding pass?" You simply answer, "Here's my boarding pass."
Or, if you want to be even more polite, you can say, "Here's my boarding pass and passport."
Right. Let's role play. Boarding pass, please.
Here's my boarding pass.
Thank you. Enjoy your flight.
Thanks. Another phrase that's helpful is, "Am I in the right line?" This works when there are 2 or 3 different lines at the gate.
Yes, that's very useful. Excuse me, am I in the right line for economy class?
Yes, this is the correct line.
Perfect.
So to summarize, let's highlight the key sentences for the check-in and boarding stage.
Sure, here they are. I'd like to check in, please. Here's my passport. Do I need to check this bag? Is there a weight limit? Which gate is my flight? What time is boarding? Do I need to take my laptop out? Is this the boarding gate for Flight 245? Which group is boarding now? Here's my boarding pass. Am I in the right line?
With just these sentences, you can start your trip with confidence.
And remember, you don't need to sound perfect. Even if you make a small mistake, people at airports are used to helping travelers.
That's true. A clear, polite sentence is always enough.
So now we've checked in, passed security, and boarded the plane.
And the next step is finding your seat and putting your luggage away.
Yes, and that's what we'll practice in the next chapter.
Let's get ready for takeoff. Chapter 2 is coming up.
Now that we've checked in and boarded the plane, the next step is finding your seat.
Yes, and this is a moment when travelers often feel stressed. The aisle is crowded, people are standing behind you, and you don't want to block the line. But if you know a few short phrases, everything becomes easier.
Let's start with a very basic one. When you want to confirm your seat, you can say, "Excuse me, is this seat 14B?"
Exactly, that's the perfect way to ask. Let's try it. Excuse me, is this seat 14B?
Yes, this is 14B.
Perfect, thank you.
Simple and polite. Another situation is when you find someone sitting in your seat. You don't have to argue, you can just say, "I think this is my seat."
Yes, and the person will usually check their ticket. Let's practice. Excuse me, I think this is my seat.
"Oh, sorry, I'm in the wrong row."
No problem, thank you.
That's a polite way to handle it.
Now, once you find your seat, the next step is storing your luggage. If you have a carry-on, you put it in the overhead bin. You might ask, "Is there space here?" Or, "Can I put this bag here?"
Right, and if the bin looks full, you can ask, is there space in another compartment?
Let's role play. "Excuse me, is there space in this bin?"
Sorry, it's full, but there's space 2 rows back.
Perfect, thank you.
Another useful phrase is asking for help. Sometimes the bag is heavy, and you might say, could you help me lift this bag?
That's a good one. Let's practice. "Excuse me, could you help me lift this bag?"
Of course. Here we go.
Thank you very much.
Polite, short, and effective.
Now, once your bag is in the overhead bin, you still have your personal item, like a backpack or purse. You can say, "Can I put this under the seat?"
Yes, that's very common. Let's try. Excuse me, can I put this under the seat?
Yes, that's the right place.
Thank you.
Another useful phrase is this the right row? Sometimes it's easy to get confused with the numbers.
True. Let's role play. Excuse me, is this row 22?
Yes, this is row 22.
Great, thanks.
Now, sometimes people want to switch seats. You can ask, "Is it possible to change seats?"
Right, let's do an example. Excuse me, is it possible to change seats?
Let me check. Yes, there are a few open seats in the back.
Perfect, thank you.
Another situation is when you need to pass someone to reach your seat. You can say, "Excuse me, that's my seat inside."
Yes, let's try. Excuse me, that's my seat by the window.
No problem, let me move.
Thank you.
That's very polite.
Now, let's build a longer conversation that includes several of these phrases.
Sure. "Excuse me, is this seat 18C?"
Yes, it is.
Perfect. "Could you help me lift this bag into the overhead bin?"
Of course.
Thank you very much. "Is it okay if I put this smaller bag under the seat?"
Yes, that's fine.
Great, thank you.
That's realistic, and it shows how short sentences can make the process smooth.
Another tip: sometimes the crew will ask you to move your bag. They might say, "Could you place your bag under the seat?" Or, "This bin is full, please use another one."
And you can simply answer, sure, no problem, or, okay, I'll move it.
Let's role play.
Excuse me, this bin is full. Could you place your bag under the seat?
Sure, no problem.
Easy.
Another useful phrase is, "Could I sit with my friend?" That's common if you're traveling together, but your seats are separate.
Yes, let's try it. Excuse me, could I sit with my friend? She's in row 15.
Let me see. Yes, you can move to seat 15C.
Perfect, thank you very much.
Great. So now let's quickly review the key sentences for this stage.
Here they are. Excuse me, is this seat 14B? I think this is my seat. Is there space here? Can I put this bag here? Could you help me lift this bag? Can I put this under the seat? Is this the right row? Is it possible to change seats? Excuse me, that's my seat inside. Sure, no problem.
With these phrases, you'll be ready to find your seat and organize your luggage without stress.
Exactly. And remember, everyone on the plane has the same goal, to get seated quickly and comfortably. Polite English makes it easier for you and for everyone else.
So now we're sitting down, our bags are stored, and we're ready for the flight.
And that means it's time to practice the next part, common phrases during the flight.
Yes, how to ask for drinks, meals, and small things that make the trip more comfortable.
That's what we'll learn in the next chapter.
Let's continue our journey together in Chapter 3.
Now that we're seated and comfortable, the next stage of the journey begins. Conversations during the flight.
Yes, and this is probably the most practical part because almost everyone asks for drinks, meals, or small things to feel comfortable.
Exactly. And the great news is that these conversations are always short and polite. Let's start with ordering drinks. A very common question is, could I have some water, please?
Right, that's the most useful one. You can also say, can I get a cup of coffee? Or, do you have tea?
Let's practice a few examples. Excuse me, could I have some water, please?
Sure, here you go.
Thank you.
Another one. Could I have some orange juice, please?
Of course. Anything else?
No, thank you.
Perfect. Notice how short and polite those answers are.
Now, let's move on to meals. Usually the crew will ask, chicken or pasta? Or, would you like beef or fish? You can simply answer, chicken, please, or fish, please.
Let's role play. Would you like chicken or pasta?
Chicken, please.
Here you go.
Thank you very much. Or another one. Excuse me, what meals do you have today?
Chicken with rice or vegetarian pasta.
I'll take the pasta, please.
Great. That's very natural.
Another useful phrase is, could I get a blanket? Or, may I have a pillow?
Yes, let's practice that. Excuse me, could I get a blanket?
Sure, here you go.
Thank you.
And sometimes you need small items. For example, could I have an extra napkin? Or, may I get some headphones?
That's right. Let's role play. Excuse me, may I get some headphones?
Of course. Here they are.
Thanks a lot.
Another situation is asking about the restroom. The phrase is simple. Excuse me, where is the restroom?
Exactly. Let's try. Excuse me, where is the restroom?
At the back of the plane.
Thank you.
You might also need to ask, is it okay to use the restroom now? Because sometimes it's not allowed.
Yes, good point. Let's practice. Excuse me, is it okay to use the restroom now?
Not yet. Please wait until the seatbelt sign is off.
Okay, thank you.
Another important phrase is when you need to adjust your seat. The crew might ask, please put your seat upright, or you might want to ask, can I recline my seat?
Let's role play that. Excuse me, can I recline my seat now?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
Very useful.
Another situation is when you don't understand something. You can say, could you repeat that, please? Or, sorry, what did you say?
Right, let's try. Here's your meal.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
Chicken or pasta?
Oh, pasta, please.
Perfect.
Now, sometimes you might want to talk to another passenger. For example, is this seat free? Or, excuse me, may I pass through?
Yes, let's practice. Excuse me, may I pass through?
Of course.
Thank you.
Simple and polite.
Another phrase is, do you know how long the flight is? That's something passengers often ask.
Let's try. Excuse me, do you know how long the flight is?
About 6 hours.
Perfect, thank you.
And sometimes you just want to be friendly. You can say, is this your first time flying to New York? Or are you traveling for work or vacation?
Yes, small talk makes the flight easier.
Let's do a longer example conversation combining many of these phrases.
Sure. Excuse me, could I have some water, please?
Yes, here you go.
Thank you. By the way, do you know how long the flight is?
Around 5 hours.
Great. Is it okay to use the restroom now?
Not yet. Please wait until the seatbelt sign is off.
Okay, thank you. Could I also get a blanket later?
Of course, I'll bring you one. That's a complete and realistic in-flight conversation.
Let's quickly review the key phrases for this stage. Could I have some water, please? Can I get coffee or tea? What meals do you have today? Chicken, please. Pasta, please. Could I get a blanket? May I have a pillow? May I get some headphones? Excuse me, where is the restroom? Is it okay to use the restroom now? Can I recline my seat? Could you repeat that, please? Excuse me, may I pass through? Do you know how long the flight is?
With just these short and polite sentences, you can manage almost everything during the flight.
And remember, the crew is there to help you. If you ask politely, they will always do their best to make your flight comfortable.
That's right. So now we've practiced common phrases during the flight.
And in the next chapter, we'll focus on something very important: how to ask for help and solve problems during the flight.
Yes, because sometimes things don't go perfectly, and that's when good English can really help.
Let's continue with Chapter 4. So, Alex, we've practiced ordering food and drinks, asking for small items, and even using the restroom. But sometimes things don't go perfectly on a flight.
That's true. Maybe you don't feel well, maybe your screen isn't working, or maybe something with your seat is uncomfortable. These are moments when you need polite and clear English.
Let's begin with health problems. A very common phrase is, I don't feel well. It's short, and the crew will understand immediately.
Yes, and you can also say, do you have any medicine? Or could I get some water?
Let's role play. Excuse me, I don't feel well.
I'm sorry to hear that. Do you need some water?
Yes, please. Thank you.
That's clear and polite. Another useful phrase is, I feel dizzy or I feel sick.
Right. Let's practice. Excuse me, I feel dizzy.
Okay, please sit back and relax. I'll bring some water. Perfect. Now, let's move to problems with your seat. Sometimes the seat is broken or doesn't recline. You can say, my seat is not working.
Or, the seat won't go back, or, the seat is stuck.
Let's role play. Excuse me, my seat is not working.
Okay, let me check. Would you like to move to another seat?
Yes, that would be great. Thank you.
Another problem is when your screen isn't working. You can say, my screen is not working, or the sound doesn't work.
Yes, let's try. Excuse me, my screen is not working.
Sorry about that. I'll reset it for you.
Thank you very much.
Sometimes you want to ask about the time. For example, how much longer is the flight?
That's a good one. Let's practice. Excuse me, how much longer is the flight?
About 3 more hours.
Perfect, thank you.
Another useful phrase is, could you please help me with? You can use it for many things. Bags, food, even finding your connecting flight.
Right. Let's try. Excuse me, could you please help me with my bag?
Of course.
Thank you very much.
Now, sometimes you need to apologize. For example, if you accidentally bump into someone, you can say, sorry for the trouble.
Or if the crew helps you, you can add, I really appreciate your help. That makes you sound polite and thankful.
Let's do an example. Excuse me, my headphones don't work. Could you help me?
Sure, here's a new pair.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your help.
Perfect. Another situation is when you have a question about your connection. You can ask, will we arrive on time? Or do I have enough time for my connection?
Yes, that's very useful. Let's role play. Excuse me, will we arrive on time?
Yes, the captain says we're on schedule.
Great, thank you.
And if there's a delay, you can ask, what should I do about my connection?
Let's practice. Excuse me, what should I do about my connection to Paris?
Please speak to the staff at the gate when we land.
Okay, thank you.
Another important phrase is, the air vent doesn't work, or my light doesn't work. These are common problems.
Yes, let's try. Excuse me, my reading light doesn't work.
Sorry about that. I'll see if I can fix it.
Thank you.
Now, sometimes the cabin crew will ask you something when there's a problem. For example, would you like to move seats? Or, do you need medical assistance?
And you can answer simply, yes, please, or no, thank you.
Let's role play. Would you like to move to another seat?
Yes, please.
Okay, follow me.
Thank you. Let's create a longer conversation with different problems.
Sure,
Excuse me, my screen is not working.
I'll reset it for you.
Thank you. Also, do you know how much longer the flight is?
About 2 more hours.
Perfect, thanks. Could you bring me some water too?
Of course, I'll bring it right away.
Thank you. I really appreciate your help.
That's realistic. Short sentences, polite tone, and everything is clear.
Let's quickly review the key phrases for this stage. I don't feel well. Do you have any medicine? I feel dizzy. My seat is not working. My screen is not working. How much longer is the flight? Could you please help me with? Sorry for the trouble. I really appreciate your help. Will we arrive on time? What should I do about my connection? My reading light doesn't work. Yes, please. No, thank you.
With these sentences, you can solve almost any small problem during your flight.
And remember, it's always better to ask politely than to stay silent. Even if your English isn't perfect, the crew will understand and help you.
That's true. So now we've practiced asking for help and handling problems.
And in the next chapter, we'll finish the journey with phrases for arrival and leaving the plane.
Yes, from baggage claim to saying thank you, we'll cover it all.
Let's move on to Chapter 5. So Alex, we've covered the check-in, finding our seats, ordering food, and even asking for help. Now it's time for the last stage of the journey, arriving and leaving the plane.
Yes, and this part is just as important because you don't want to feel lost when the plane lands. Let's begin with the moment the plane touches down. Sometimes you want to confirm if you're at the right place. You can ask, is this the right gate for connecting flights?
That's a great phrase. Let's practice. Excuse me, is this the right gate for connecting flights?
Yes, you can continue from here.
Thank you.
Another important question is about baggage claim. You can ask, where is baggage claim?
Yes, that's something everyone needs. Let's try it. Excuse me, where is baggage claim?
It's just past customs to the left.
Perfect, thank you.
Sometimes you want to confirm information about your documents. For example, do I need to show my passport again?
Exactly. Let's role play. Excuse me, do I need to show my passport again?
Yes, please show it at immigration.
Thank you.
Now, when the plane stops at the gate, people often stand up quickly. If you need to pass, you can say, "Excuse me, I need to get out."
Or, excuse me, could you let me through, please? That's very polite.
Let's try. "Excuse me, could you let me through, please?"
Of course, go ahead.
Thank you very much.
Another situation is when you're traveling with luggage stored above. You may ask, could you open the overhead bin? Or, can I take my bag now?
Yes, those are practical. Let's role play. "Excuse me, could you open the overhead bin?"
Sure, here you go.
Thank you.
Perfect. Now, it's also polite to say goodbye to the crew when leaving the plane. You can say, thank you, have a good day, or thanks, take care.
Let's practice. Thank you. Have a good day.
You're welcome, safe travels. Or another one, thanks, take care.
Thank you. Enjoy your trip. Very natural. Another useful phrase is when you need to confirm about connecting flights. You can ask, do I need to go through security again?
Yes, that's important. Let's try. Excuse me, do I need to go through security again?
Yes, for connecting flights you do.
Okay, thank you.
Sometimes people also ask other passengers for quick information. For example, is this your final destination? Or are you connecting too?
Yes, let's show an example. Excuse me, is this your final destination?
No, I'm connecting to Chicago.
Oh, me too. Thank you.
That's nice and friendly.
Let's put everything together in a longer example.
Sure.
Excuse me, where is baggage claim?
It's just past customs to the right.
Thank you. Do I need to show my passport again?
Yes, at immigration.
Okay, thanks. Excuse me, could you let me through? This is my stop.
Of course,
Thank you very much.
that's a complete and realistic conversation at the end of a flight.
Another detail. Sometimes the flight attendant might ask you, do you need a customs form? You can answer yes, please, or no, thank you.
Right, let's try. Do you need a customs form?
Yes, please.
Here you go.
Thank you.
And sometimes they might ask, is this your final destination? You can answer, yes, it is, or no, I have a connection.
Perfect. Short and clear.
Now let's quickly review the key phrases for arrival and leaving the plane. Is this the right gate for connecting flights? Where is baggage claim? Do I need to show my passport again? Excuse me, could you let me through, please? Could you open the overhead bin? Can I take my bag now? Thank you. Have a good day. Thanks, take care. Do I need to go through security again? Is this your final destination? Do you need a customs form?
With these sentences, you can leave the plane smoothly, collect your luggage, and continue your trip without stress.
And remember, polite English is always appreciated. A simple thank you makes the whole experience more positive for you and for the crew.
Exactly. So, we've now reached the end of the flight.
And in the final section, we'll review everything and give you a challenge to practice on your own.
Let's move to the closing part together. We've reached the end of our journey today, and we hope you feel ready to fly with English.
Before we say goodbye, let's review the big ideas. Travel English is about calm, short, polite sentences.
Exactly. At the airport, simple questions open doors. I'd like to check in, please. Which gate is my flight at? What time does boarding start?
Security can feel stressful, but one clear question helps. Do I need to take my laptop out?
At the gate, listen for your group or zone and ask, am I in the right line?
On the plane, keep things friendly and direct. Could I have some water, please? May I get a blanket? Where's the restroom?
If something breaks, be honest and polite. My screen is not working. Could you please help me with my bag?
When you need to move or pass, remember kindness. Excuse me, that's my seat by the window. May I pass through?
After landing, short questions reduce confusion. Where is baggage claim? Do I need to go through security again?
These sentences work because they are universal. People at airports hear them every day. You do not need complex grammar to communicate well.
Now, here's your small challenge. Choose 10 phrases you liked today. Say each one 3 times, slowly, then faster.
Next, imagine a scene. You are at the counter. You are on the aisle. You need help. Speak your lines out loud.
Record yourself on your phone. Listen once. Notice your rhythm, your pauses, your pronunciation.
Then say the same lines again, but smoother. Smile while you speak. Your voice will sound warmer and more confident.
On your next real flight, use just one new sentence. One is enough. Success builds with small wins.
You also can practice with a friend. Take turns being the traveler and the flight attendant. Keep it playful.
If you forget a word, that is okay. Point, smile, and try again. Communication is a team sport.
Finally, pack a tiny word list in your phone notes. Water, blanket, aisle, window, connection, baggage claim.
Read it at the gate. Read it on the plane. Read it before landing. The words will be ready when you need them.
We believe in you. Your English can carry you far across cities, countries, and dreams.
Thank you for learning with us today at Love English Lab.
If this helped, share it with someone who will travel soon.
Practice a little every day, and your next flight will feel easier.
Safe travels, and see you in our next lesson.
Bye for now. Leave a comment with one phrase you will use on your next flight.
Write it, say it, and save it on your phone.
Stand tall, smile, and breathe. Your voice will sound clear.
Polite tone, simple words. That's the secret. Keep going today.